All right, we are live. So, welcome back here to Microsoft Flight Simulator NeoFly Career Mode. We got a few updates to do, but first we'll just get on the ground here. We're on episode number 38, day number 37 over at NeoFly. And yeah, we're going to get set up real quick here. So, one, appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we're going to go ahead and get our plane all set up for NeoFly. We're looking at a TBM 930, and we got the black one. So we'll close that. We're going to load up our pre-made flight plan here. This is the one we are going to. So we're going from North Kingstown. I think that's Connecticut. Hang on a second. Nope, that's Rhode Island. And then we are going to Westhampton Beach. That is going to be Long Island City. And we're going to be departing from, let's go ahead and finish this thing. We're going to start off on the runway number 34, and we're landing on runway 29. So let's go ahead and hit fly and get on to runway number 34, and the NeoFly is going to kick in. I believe this is a VIP mission. I'm not 100% sure. They'll say it.
I know it's going to be a good day when my favorite pilot's working. Good to see you again, Captain. You might recognize some of today's VIPs. They have asked to board away from the paparazzi cameras. We need to get them on board as soon as possible. Roll out the red carpet. VIPs are on the way.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of exciting updates to give once we get up in the air. So we'll do that post haste and try to get everything set up as soon as possible.
Transporter, boarding is complete. You can start your flight.
So it looks like it's currently raining
Contact the tower for clearance.
with live weather. Alright, we're going to adjust the time for daytime a little bit. We'll leave live weather on with the rain as we take off, but we'll probably switch it up just a little bit. Alright, let's get this thing in the air, shall we? We're going to turn on our light here so that we can see, because it's a nice little dreary day here with the rain. And we will turn our yoke off for a second. We're going to make sure our pitot heat is on. We're going to adjust our flaps to takeoff position. And we're going to set our PFD here as well as our navigation system. So we are going to adjust the heading. We're going to adjust our altitude to... Normally the flight plan was 1,500 feet, but we got rain, so we got a bunch of clouds. I'll set it to 1,600 feet for now, and then we'll adjust the weather once we get up there. So we are ready for takeoff. We're going to go ahead. We already got clearance to take off, so we are going to release the parking brake there, put our yoke back on, and get up to about 90%, give or take. All right, we're at 80 knots, 90 knots. 100, coming off of the white arc, getting lift.
Pilot from dispatch. Fly safe. Please customers don't like excitement.
Alright, we're gonna get exterior mode here as we contact ATC.
Quonset Tower, Tower Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, continue for north departure.
Alright, so we are up to 5,000 feet. We can slow this up a bunch because this is a short trip, so we don't need to cruise at 220 knots. Little rain here. Little cloudy. Our wheels are still down, so we'll go ahead and retract our wheels. Alright, so that is the rain situation. We're going to adjust our clouds here so that we can see and enjoy the view here. So we'll do few clouds or scattered clouds. What about broken? No. Alright, we'll do some scattered clouds.
Quonset Tower, Tower Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, frequency change. Boston Center, Tower Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, is time Tower, TBN 93 miles north of Kilo Echo X-Ray Echo 1,700 feet. Request flight following. Tower Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, Boston Center. Squawk 2476. Squawk 2476, Tower Golf, Sierra Alpha. Tower Golf, Sierra Alpha, radar contact 2 miles northwest of Kilo Echo X-Ray Echo 1,200 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
What was that decimal? 92? 29.92.
Tower Golf, Sierra Alpha, did you copy?
I did. I'm setting my altimeter here.
Roger, Tower Golf, Sierra Alpha.
Alright. So we are all set here. We're gonna lower the ATC volume.
75, Tower Golf, Sierra Alpha. Providence approach, Tower Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, 1,600 feet.
Tower Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, Providence approach altimeter 29.92 radar contact to continue.
Alright, we got everything set up now. Alright, so let's get to the updates here. So, episode 38, day 37 over here at our NeoFly career. We're departing from Rhode Island and heading over to Long Island. Our pilots, Snoop and Hurricane. Snoop with the co-pilot of Gucci. They hit the $6.9 million mark in revenue. And Hurricane hit the 2.6 mark in revenue. She doesn't have a co-pilot, but both do have a flight attendant. And Snoop is still flying the Cessna CJ4, and Hurricane's still flying the PC6. So our pilot, we're in the TMB 930 still, and we're currently just kind of hanging out in the Northeast a little bit. I'm going to eventually head up, I think towards Nova Scotia maybe. But in the meantime, we're just going to do some small jobs to give you guys some of these updates that we got going on with the NeoFly career, our tour adventures, and sort of the channel as a whole. So, just yesterday I didn't have time to do a long flight to kind of get away from New York City, and so here we are. And as far as our NeoFly Financial stuff goes, $5.5 million in cash, net worth of 9.7, with a total fixed asset of 3.5 million. So that's our NeoFly update. As far as our tour adventure update, we completed the sixth leg of our Hawaiian tour, where we're using Bushtalk radio to kind of point out some points of interest. And that will be posted a little bit later this morning, so keep an eye out for that. It was a decent flight. We departed from Maui. I almost said Miami, but we finally left Maui, and we hit up the Big Island. So that was a nice little roundabout that we did there. So be sure to check that out. The other thing, we did pre-purchase Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're super excited about that as that approaches. It's getting, the excitement's building day by day here. So we got about 2 or 3 weeks left here until that releases. And we got some big plans and big changes for the channel and the content that we're going to be posting with that. So I'm excited for that. I'm sort of in the mix of planning some stuff out for that I think you guys will enjoy. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, and we got some stuff coming. Good things coming to the channel. So let's go ahead and check our flight plan here. We got 43 nautical miles to the top of our descent, 49 nautical miles to the runway number 24 over in Long Island, and the runway sits at 56 feet in elevation. And if we go to the actual runway in our flight planner, we're landing on runway number 24. General aviation parking is here. We'll see if we can... Yeah, I don't see that being an issue, that we can hit taxiway B and head right over there. So no worries there with the 930 that we're in. And when we hit the ground, we'll hit those reverse thrusters to slow us down pronto. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and check to see what's going on outside here. I'm going to use our flight planner to figure out what body of water we are flying over. So we're going to be passing over the Connecticut-New York border, and what body of water is this? I'm not seeing a label. Alright, let's zoom out here. So we're coming up to, it's basically the eastern side of the Long Island Sound is what all this is. So we're approaching Long Island, and just kind of makes sense that we're approaching the Long Island Sound. So there you have it. What else do we got going on over here? So we got a seaport. We got the Mystic Seaport over there. That's a little Bushtalk radio, but we won't play that on this. We save Bushtalk radio for our tour adventures. Maybe one day we'll incorporate that into it, but I usually try to, got a lot to talk about here with our updates to NeoFly career mode, and all the updates on the channel as a whole. So But speaking of updates, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I have got notification that our third-party app here that we got connected with Microsoft 2020 is going to be compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 from day one. So once that comes out, I'll probably just have to figure out how to connect the two and get them talking to each other. But overall, everything is going good. Coming up to Elizabeth Field there. We got another little Bushtalk radio. That's North Dumpling Island. And yeah, we logged quite a few flights here with the 930. I'm super enjoying this airplane. We will probably get into a CJ4 in just a little bit. I used to fly that plane, so I'm kind of hoping that it comes back like riding a bike. So we will see. Should be interesting times. I really do. When I did fly the CJ4, it was a blast. I like that plane. So let's go ahead and get an exterior view here. I'll shut up because we're going to have a some engine noise. Oh, nice. So I don't know if you guys remember, you probably don't, but the book that I was thinking of, that was a super, super good book. If you're a reader, I definitely recommend this book. I forgot who the author was. I'll look it up in a second. But it was about Plum Island, and that is this island over here. I'll get an exterior view. So this is Plum Island right here, and that the whole novel was based off of. It's a fiction book. It's made up, but there's some truth to it. So it's kind of like a mix between nonfiction and fiction. But there was a government testing site here, and it was a good book. I just highly recommend it. So if you see Plum Island, I'll get the author for you in a minute. But that island there is what the book is based off of, and all the sort of conspiracy theories that happened on that island. Alright, so we're going to tune over to our airport here. It's KFOK. That's what we're looking for. It's probably going to be on the last page. There it is. Alright, we got wind at 5 knots, not too bad, coming from 284. And we're gonna do a... I lost it. I don't know. We'll just acknowledge it. Alright, straight in, runway 24. Alright, so we are going to... One, I don't think we need our light anymore because it's not raining. We did our magic and turning off that. So we're going to start our descent here. So the first thing that we're going to do is bring this down to about 800 feet. Went way past it twice. We're going to reduce our throttle to reduce our elevation. Alright, we're good to go there. I just did that a little quick. That's why we got the sync rate, but no worries there. So getting a good view, low ground, as we pass over. That's Shelter Island right here. Alright, we're going to reduce our throttle. We're going to get into the white arc. Which is in the 930. It's 122 knots. Alright, so we're completing our passover of Shelter Island, and then we're coming up to the Little Potomac Bay. Alright, looks like we leveled out around 136, so we'll reduce our throttle just a little more. Get into that white arc. We must have a downwind situation that we did not hit the white arc there. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to do flaps. We're going to deploy our landing gear. Increase the throttle to counteract the drag. Alright, cruise speed at about 130. Good. Alright, we're going to be coming up to Robbins Island over there. And I do believe this is a lighted runway. Yes, it is. Alright, we're going to check on our passengers here. We got Camille serving drinks to increase their happiness. Make sure everybody is good. We got 4 people on board. And then after we pass Robbins Island, we're going to get into the Great Potomac Bay. So first we had the little one, then we had the Great, and then we're going to hit our approach, just a slight turn to the left, and line up for runway 24. So should be a nice smooth landing here with a low wind. And wind direction is sort of coming into our face with a little bit of a cross breeze from right to left. Good look at Robbins Island over there, right below us. Airport should be right around here, I think. Either that or that. Reducing our throttle just a touch to bring that a little closer to the white arc. Perfect. And that ding is notification that Camille has finished her drink distribution. Our passengers are 90% and climbing, making our reputation holding at 100. As long as we don't crash, that is. Alright, we're getting ready, looking at our navigation screen here. We're going to be making that little slight left-hand turn as we make landfall here in Long Island. Oh yeah, real quick though, maybe I will see who wrote that book, Plum Island. It's one of my favorite authors. I don't know why it's slipping my mind. Nelson DeMille is the author's name. Yeah, it's a detective novel. So looking at here, so Plum Island, Nelson DeMille, they talk about like the dangerous search of the secret of Plum Island. Alright, we got clearance for 2-4. And we got runway in sight. So we are going to go ahead and take full control of our plane here. Alright, we got the wind coming at our face a little bit right to left. We got wheels down. We're going to turn our landing lights on. And we're going to adjust our vision here. And we're looking to make that taxiway B. So it doesn't look like we got too much tree trouble. That's good. Alright, clear the trees. Now all we gotta do is get a little more center and we should be good to go. Make a nice smooth landing here. Try to hit that down slope.
Nice landing, pilot. Contact ground for your working assignment and shut down your engine.
Alright, there's the reverse thrusters. And we'll turn those off. I'm going to zoom in. And we did make it, ladies and gentlemen. This is taxiway B. And we'll go ahead and stop here for 1 second and contact ground.
Point 121.8 Tower Golf Sierra Alpha. Round Tower Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha. Request taxi to parking. Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo cross runway 19 or cross runway 6 Echo Tower Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright, so we got taxi clearance, so we are good to go. And we'll get a good look at the airport here over in Long Island. This is KFOK. We're crossing over runway 16. And I think I see our guy here. We could take a look at the other side of the airport real quick. I think we got time. And then we'll come back to that guy, I think. Unless there's another one over there. Got a nice little tower. There is more parking down here. Looks like the fuel station might be down here. Yep. Oh, nice. Then we got some a luggage cart. And then we will park all the way down here at the end. So we basically saw the entire airport. And we'll kind of hang out by this guy. Looks like that is another TBM 930. So he had the same idea I did. Alright, so we will park here. We're going to go ahead and go in here. And before I sign off here, we're going to go ahead and check what our landing was. That would be in our logbook. We'll sort that by date. So KOQU landing, really? They gave us a nice landing. Oh, it's not registered. Oh, I know why it's not registered. We have to shut down our airplane. So we're going to go ahead, turn off our fuel supply.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation. Transporter from dispatch. Disembarkation completed. Thank
All right.
you and good day.
So now it should pop up.
Everything's on.
All right, KOQU to KFOK, where landing was 106. So pretty solid landing there. In between the, what is it, 60 and 180 is a good landing in real life. So we'll call that one a success, and we will, I'm going to go ahead and take a power nap. I've been up pretty early doing some research on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and the content that we're going to be creating. So got future plan updates to let you guys know about all that stuff. So appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We got a lot of good stuff coming our way here. So hope everybody enjoys their day. I don't even know what day it is today. I've been so busy. I don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday at this point. But nonetheless, have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.